Ultra wide angles are one of my favourite lenses to own because if you want to go wide, why not go all the way? The thing is with Sony is there hasn't been much choice for native lenses. That is, until now. Variety, as they say, is the spice of life, and this new 12-24 f4 is looking pretty spicy. The 12-24 has particularly excited me because I love the Nikon 14-24mm and also the Canon 11-24mm. But they're massive heavy lenses. This one is much lighter. This is a proper mirrorless lens. So I'm here today at the London Hong Kong Dragon Boat Festival. Don't know why I put Hong Kong in the name because it's mainly in London at the minute. You probably can't see jack or jill shit because this is an ultra wide. Even at its longest end, it's still wide. But do you know what? After about 5 minutes of continuous filming with the E9, not so sunny weather, 20 degrees heat, it just stopped working, refused to do any more because it overheated. So it didn't make sense to film the rest of this video with entirely the E9. Thus, I picked a cooler day to go out to shoot some landscapes, but then the weather turned out to be, as the weatherman might put it, fucking shit. So plan B it was.
Yeah. What happened to the actual summer?
We're on 12mm, so hopefully we're getting both of us in.
Hello. 1.5 of us, maybe.
No landscapes today. What are we doing today?
Well, there's a couple of interiors that I think will look pretty cool.
Right.
I found a cabin in the woods.
Amazing.
I've still got that outfit. Yeah, a rather evil looking cabin in the woods. Maybe we can put the Evil Dead cabin in just there.
This lens isn't evil, but it is pretty naughty. Although it's plastic on the outside, it's got the cool stuff on the inside. 4 spherical, 1 super ED, 3 non-super ED elements, supersonic wave AF, plus dust and moisture sealed. They pack a lot in this one.
12-24?
Yeah.
F4 all the way through?
Yes.
On an A9?
It's quite light, isn't it? I mean, compared to your Nikon.
It's ridiculously light.
A full-frame lens that is far lighter than its DSLR counterparts. This is why mirrorless makes sense. I don't really usually do these urbex things. Why are people into it?
Don't really know. I think it's just the fact that it's hard to find places that are kind of uninhabited and just without people, and this has been completely let go.
Let go? It looks like somebody dropped it off a cliff. Ultra-wide angles are great for interior shots. Non-ultra-wide angles like a 24mm might seem wide enough, but it just doesn't provide enough information. Ultra-wide angles are good for that, but it's important that it doesn't distort. That made a great shot. Distortion, even at 12mm, is incredibly low. Just stand over there. Well, kind of. Just look towards the window up there. Okay. Image quality is fantastic, super sharp images. I mean, I'm not sure if it's Canon 11-24 sharp, but it's not far off. Even at f4, very minimal drop off in sharpness in the edges. Shot wide open, not a whiff of vignetting anywhere, not at 24mm and not really noticeable at 12mm.
This is good for a warm-up,
right,
but I reckon we should definitely check out the cabin in the woods.
Okay. Apart from stills, I love using ultra-wide angles for video, handheld, selfie-obsessed styling. You get a lot in the frame. Now, this 12mm is so wide, you can probably see your fingers and the dead cat.
Brilliant. That's perfect.
It's a dead cat, not a dead live cat. Although you have to be a little bit careful when filming at 12mm, not just because it doesn't have IS. In theory, an ultra-wide angle should show less shakes in video, and it's got in-body stabilization, but even that doesn't prevent it from showing the shakes. But because it's so wide, everything can look a bit warped if you don't hold the lens sensors close to parallel to the subject as possible. See, when I've got the camera almost parallel to my face, it looks alright. But even when I tilt the camera down very slightly, it looks a bit disjointed, a bit crazy. Woo! I've got an extremely long Mr. Tickler arm too.
We'll probably be dead by dawn. That's a spinal column and legs of a rabbit. Shit!
Oh my god.
There's another one. 4 rabbits. So there's one in each corner. Why would you put a dead animal in each corner of the room?
If you're complete fucking psychotard, perhaps. Yeah, I was right, psychotard. I used to shoot ultra-wide angle primes, but now I'd rather use ultra-wide angle zooms, because with primes, a 35mm focal length is versatile. 15mm is not. It's a bit of a one-trick pony. Once you've got it mounted to your camera, there's not many different situations you can use it in, and zooming with your feet doesn't always work. See, the trouble with ultra-wide angle is that sometimes it sucks in way too much detail. I think I'm okay though.
There you go, very homely little chair. That's a dead rabbit.
But with a 12 to 24 at 24mm, at least you still have the option of getting a tighter field of view.
Who puts a knife in the top of the door?
I know, well it's handy, isn't it? If you're like, oh I need to cut the cheese.
You need to cut the cheese?
Not like that. Cut a bit of cheese. There you are, handy. If you're looking for something wide for your Sony, then I'd thoroughly recommend looking at this lens. It focuses quick, all those ED elements keep the colour fringing at bay, plenty sharp, it's amazingly sharp, and it's low distortion. But what's more, it's more than wide, it's ultra wide. Although if it's a bit too wildly wide for you, then there is the 1635 f4 and also the 1635 f2.8 G Master. At its longest, it's a standard focal length, incredibly versatile, and you can still go for a bit of cheeky ultra-wide action on the side. But that is simply not enough for me. If I had 1.5G burning a hole in my pocket, I know what I'd drop my money on.